And I want to go back to what you said about the South Side started having infighting and started to beef between themselves. Can you tell me more about that and what led to that?
Yes, supposedly DeAndre Smith got blamed for stealing some narcotics. So you had basically one happy family was the Southside Crips, and they were all dealing dope together. So once DeAndre Smith supposedly got accused of stealing narcotics, a feud started between the Burris crew, which is that's the run that that's the group that Keefe D ran. They were called the Burris crew because they all stayed on Burris Street in Compton. Well, the other crew stayed on Glencoe Street, the street that I was talking about earlier. So they were called the Glencoe crew. So we had shootings going back and forth. We had a couple of murders, and it had basically an internal feud that started basically over DeAndre Smith stealing narcotics, supposedly from the other side over there. So.
Okay. It was always rumored, and Keefe D even admitted to this himself, that when Biggie and Puffy would come out to LA when everything was going down in '96, that they would keep the Southsiders around for protection. I wanted to ask, did you ever hear this? And also, did you ever hear about Biggie going to or hanging out in a Southside neighborhood?
Yes, we heard that he did go down to Southside, South Park at one time. Did we ever see it? No. But they had a connection in the East Coast, a guy named Zip. Him and Keefe D were buddies. I guess they met in prison, and that's how they started their East Coast, West Coast narcotics trade. So when Bad Boy Records would come down to LA, they would hire Southside Crips as their bodyguard because the feud, the East Coast West Coast feud was going on at the time with Suge Knight's Death Row record. So did I ever see him? No, but we were told by many people that this occurred. So we believe it to be true.
Okay. And then obviously the big conspiracy theory is that Rampart cops or LAPD cops were involved with the Biggie thing. Looking back all these years later, knowing everything we know, I would just love to get your thoughts on what you personally believe or who was involved with the Biggie incident.
Well, unfortunately, I don't really speak on the Biggie incident because I really don't know. All I could tell you is what happened when the LAPD guys asked us for help, and that's what we did. But that's the whole nother investigation that I don't get involved with, and I couldn't even tell you where Rampart Division is. We didn't know any cops from Rampart Division. So unfortunately, I wish I could tell you a little more on that. I mean, I heard things about who did what and that, but I really don't like commenting on it because I really don't know. So I don't like talking about stuff I really don't know about.
Yeah, that's definitely fair. I know Reggie gets a lot of slack because people believe that Rampart cops worked at Death Row and worked for Reggie. I just wanted to get your thoughts because I know the people in question, or at least one of them, ended up turning on or turning in about 80 fellow officers that he did illegal activities with. And to my knowledge, he's never once mentioned Death Row Records or Reggie Wright Sr. or Reggie Wright Jr. But I know that's something that a lot of conspiracy theories online, a lot of conspiracy theorists like to throw around about, these infamous officers, David Mack and Rafael Perez.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's all BS. It's all rumor. It's like I say, man, there's thousands and thousands of cops, and I didn't know one from Rampart. I'm sure Reggie will probably tell you the same thing, Reggie Jr. So, I really, like I said, I really don't like talking about it. Let the conspiracy theorists do what they do. Because now that this is over, now they're all on Puffy, right? Now they're all on P. Diddy. that's where all the conspiracies go, right? So it's like they have to have something. So I'm just trying to let that go.